It's a brand new year and you want to start a business. But before you start any business, there are 5 questions that you need to ask yourself before beginning any business. Let's get those credits rolling. Question number 1 is, how prepared are you to start a business? There are people who have actually sat down and thought through the exact business they want to start. There are those who are just thinking about, there is this particular business that I wish to start. So which level are you at? And this kind of dictates the kind of business that you can be able to get into. There are those businesses that require you to actually get into a very intricate plan on the kind of things that you will need to do first before you start the business. There are those that we have even talked about on this channel, which if you decided to start today and you had just 1,000 shillings, check this video up here, you could even be able to start. So the level of preparedness also dictates the scale of the business that you could be able to start. The second question you need to ask yourself is, how much capital do you have? Do you have savings that you have put aside to actually start your business? So many businesses require several levels of capital. Others may require that you go into your savings and actually stagger the savings that you have in order to make the business successful. Some businesses will require that you have 100,000 shillings. Others may require 500, others 1,000,000. Others can be started with 10,000 shillings. So levels of capital can determine the kind of business that you get into. The thing that you need to remember about capital is that it is not a must for you to have big amounts of capital in order to succeed. The amounts that you have, you can actually reinvest it every single time. The business cycles may be shorter as you start, but you can be able to grow your capital base and actually build the business that you always dream about. Question number 3, who are you getting into the business with? You can have the best business in the whole world, but if you do not have the right people to partner with, then your business may be doomed to fail. The team that you surround yourself with is probably the secret sauce for you to be able to succeed. It is possible to have an average idea, but if you have an awesome team, then that idea will succeed. But you can have the best idea in the world and the worst team ever. That idea will never see the light of day. So the people that you surround yourself with, especially when you're starting the business, is really crucial for you to get success. If you're beginning the business alone, then that also means that you may have to wear many hats in that business. You'll probably be the one in charge of finance. You will be the one in charge of sales and marketing. You'll be in charge of HR. You'll be in charge of operations. You will do so many things in that business. But when you go into a business with partners, you can actually go to your strengths. If you're someone who loves operational kind of work, you will be the office administrator, deal with the operations of the business. And I will do a specific video on how to build your team and the things that you need to consider in order to build a great team. So watch out for that video on this channel later. The next thing that you need to look at is a business plan. There's somewhere where I read and it said, failing to plan is planning to fail. And that same place also said that lack of planning on your part does not constitute an emergency on our part. Just saying. But having a business plan is something that will help your business to get to the next level much easier, because you get to sort out the strengths, the weaknesses, the opportunities and threat that your business has, which is known as a SWOT analysis. Once you do a SWOT analysis on your business, you have a rough idea on where your business lies, the things that your business can concentrate on, in order to have a competitive advantage in the marketplace. The thing to also note that the best of plans will not prepare you for the actual thing, but the good thing with the plan is that you are actually ahead of so many people who plunge into business without having even thought out the things that they will do or the way the business will be structured. So having a business plan is really crucial. I will show you how to create a business plan, and once you have created your own business plan, then you're ready to go to the next and final step. The next step is actually deciding which business you will get into, because no matter the number of videos that I do on this channel, I can never decide exactly what kind of business you will do. This is a step where you actually have to sit down and do an inward look on the kind of business that you are most passionate about. This kind of business is one that actually gets you up psyched in the morning, that you know you are actually going to make a difference in your own life and in the people that you're going to work with. I cannot determine the kind of business that you would get into, but what I can advise you is to look at yourself objectively. We look at ourselves with this rosy eyes thinking
that I will succeed in whatever business that I get into. The
fact of the matter is that is not true. You cannot get into all the businesses that are there in the world. There is one, at least one business that you are good at, and it has to do with your personality. So look at yourself, know which kind of business would be suited for you, because placing in the comments and asking which business can I start because I have this amount of money doesn't really help, because if I don't know you, I don't know what business you would get into. But if you would like to do a business consultancy, you would like to actually sit down and plan which kind of business you would want to get into, get in touch with me on my email that is down below, or on my Instagram. You can actually DM me. I actually answer those DMs back. We'll actually sit down and plan which kind of business you would get into. I will also help you to build a business plan for your business. Now, once you have decided which other business you want to start, then you're ready for this year where we will be talking exclusively about Kenyan business in 2019. I will give you tips and tricks to help you to grow your business. I will give you business ideas that you can go out, and if you look at them and you feel like you can actually get into that particular business, then go ahead.